Grass-fed beef has better metabolic properties because it is mostly protein and muscle. It is less fat than protein at about 4 times as much protein as fat. Grass-fed beef has less crude fats. This is important because the amount of fat can end up with the meat being oily. Grass-fed beef has more crude protein. Crude protein is the total amount of protein in something. More crude protein, the more protein you have to help your body repair and grow. Take a look at the Han-Wu and Australian beef. Naturally, a cow's fat rests at about 5 to 6% of body composition. When compared to the Han-Wu and American grain-fed beef, we see an artificial inflation of crude fat at the cost of moisture. Grass-fed beef has a lot more moisture than grain-fed beef. This is important because it will lead to juicy steaks more often. Grass-fed beef has less omega-6 and more omega-3 fats. This is important because in our diet we have an overabundance of omega-6 and not enough omega-3. Taking a look at the table, we see that grain-fed beef has about a 3 to 0.5 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, whereas grass-fed beef has a 2 to 1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. If you're more into the non-cruelty part of grass-fed beef, you'll be happy to know that grass-fed beef grazes just how evolution intended. This is a more humane form of raising livestock compared to cramped metal boxes. If you're wondering the environmental impact of grass-fed beef, it is an alternative to large-scale industrial farming processes that produce at least 231 billion pounds of methane per year worldwide, of which the U.S. produces 14.6 billion, or 6